Hey everybody. It hasn't been that long, but I decided to make another video. I haven't made that new song yet, so I decided to do something else in the meantime. So what would be better than a brass instrument tier list? And yes, I'm using Canva for this. And also, I'm sorry if you hear my mouse or my keyboard. I haven't quite got down my noise suppression yet. But here we go, based off difficulty and coolness. First off, mellophone. Mellophone is a really nice one. Them rips in the DCI shows, all them runs, okay, they get like really hard music, so they're pretty difficult and they're pretty cool because their music is cool. So I'm gonna give them S tier actually. You cannot have DCI without mellows. The concert baritone. Now the concert baritone has a beautiful sound and I'd say it's pretty cool, but they are getting more difficult parts than other low brass, definitely. So I'm going to be putting them in A tier. Let's make you a little smaller for that. A tier. Alright. Sousaphone. Now, if you're in high school or college band, sousaphone is going to be your base for everything. Without your sousaphone, you will have no band. So, this is going to obviously get an S tier. Actually, this is based off difficulty as well. Besides carrying it, the music itself is not very difficult. So I'll give it a B. Alright, now, I believe this is... Yes, this is marching baritone. I thought it was contra at first, but contra is over here. Okay, marching baritone. These are great. They're also one of the pillars of DCI, because, they're your lower voices, but they're not so low that you can't give them crazy runs. They get crazy runs all the time. However, they are not as difficult as mellows, and they are technically not as important as a concert baritone, so I'll put them just under it. Although I love playing concert baritone. I mean, marching baritone. Next, we have the flugelhorn. Now, I don't have every brass instrument, but I just decided to throw this one in there. Um, a long time ago, my old band director, well, not a long time ago, but he brought in a cornet one day instead of his trumpet, and he was playing it, and I really like the sound. Did I just say cornet? I meant flugelhorn, but same thing. But I'm gonna put you at B because they definitely get easier parts than trumpets, so you get B. Trumpet. This thing, probably the most popular instrument on Earth, besides like guitar and drum set. But I always hate it when people like you're carrying around a trombone or something and they're like, "Oh my gosh, is that a trumpet?" And then you're like, but difficulty wise, they get the hardest music in marching band, and they also usually get pretty hard music in concert band. Um, However, just because of the whole scandal with people confusing everything for a trumpet, it's getting A. Tuba, more specifically, concert tuba. Amazing. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this. Uh, their music isn't really that hard, but very cool. Their cool factor gets them into B, and they're going to be ahead of the flugelhorn and ahead of the sousaphone. There we go. Okay, next on the list, we have student trombone. At least I'm pretty sure. Yes, student trombone. Oh wait, I forgot to add one. Right, sorry about that. I was missing a few instruments, but I have now added them. So we're going to start with the student trombone, or the just tenor trombone without an F attachment. Now, this I played on this for like maybe 3 years, 4 years before I switched to an F attachment. They are very inconvenient because your low range is severely, I mean like severely worse than if you had an F attachment. However, um, this is what gets most people into trombone. They're pretty cheap. Their parts are definitely not difficult. So you get to see. F attachment trombone, my current instrument in band and marching band. Cool. That's all I can say, really. F attachment, pretty cool. You get slightly harder parts. This is more professional style trombone. So you'll get B tier above flugelhorn, but below sousaphone. Okay, next we got alto trombone. This abhorred creation by humanity gets an F immediately. Bass trombone, pretty sick. The flyer die solo alone gets you into S tier. Marching contra. Now, the marching contra is very important for DCI, and then they also give them hard parts. Like, they actually give them really nice runs. So you're gonna get S tier. Because wouldn't have DCI without you. French horn. French horn is one of the most, like, it's not popular, but it's very important. Like in a lot of really popular songs that people hear, like Star Wars themes, you'll have the French horn being the main melody, and it's a really nice sound. And for that reason, I'm going to put French horn above trumpet. Oh, this is based off difficulty and coolness, but you know what? French horn can be more difficult in concert band. Piccolo trumpet, yet another abhorred creation by humanity. Alright, this is the tier list.